have a conflict, say for example, an unpaid credit card bill, or a repossessed car, or unpaid medical bill, or a dispute with a neighbor, or a former friend or business associate, or a contractor. So how do you deal with it? How are you going to resolve it? Are you thinking of bringing the matter to civil court? Well, if you are, then you should know that this is what civil court is like. A judge, just like me, listens to evidence presented by each side and makes a decision based on his or her unique application of the law to the facts. You have only a few minutes to tell your side of the story. Plus, the court needs proof like documentation and witnesses to make decisions. The judge will issue a judgment. If you are the plaintiff and it's in your favor, you will then try to collect the judgment amount from the defendant. So now you will be trying to collect your money. This will involve further time and resources on your part. Oh, and civil court is not a confidential process. Your conflict will be discussed openly in the court, and judgments become matters of public record. And you must pay a fee to the court to file any kind of claim. But you know something? Civil court is not your only option. So what is the better option?
Mediation.
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 In fact, before you even go before the judge, try to resolve your problems with a professional mediator.
A mediator is a neutral third party that facilitates dialogue between individuals in order to assist them in reaching a mutually acceptable agreement. I'm a mediator, by the way.
I'm also a mediator. With a mediator, you may get your problem solved and avoid the courts completely. Plus, mediators may be found on a pro bono or cost-free basis.
Unlike in court, where the judge decides the case and tells the parties what rights and responsibilities they have, in a mediation, the parties are the decision makers. Parties aren't forced to do anything they don't agree to.
Mediation is a time to talk at length about your issues.
Mediation is a time to have your side of the story heard.
Mediation is an opportunity to brainstorm all the possible solutions.
Mediation is an opportunity to share and listen.
Mediation empowers you.
Mediation is negotiating the most mutually acceptable solutions.
Mediation is a court-accepted, legally enforceable solution.
Oh, and mediation can be a confidential process.
It begins by sharing your side of the story with the mediator directly. Sometimes the other party is present. Other times, the mediator may choose to have the parties in separate locations and shuttle between them.
Either way, the parties talk directly to the mediator in this part of the process without interruption from the other party. The mediator will make sure that the perceptions of each party are understood.
Then, the parties will engage in structured brainstorming and a negotiation focusing on achieving mutual satisfaction in the outcome.
Mediators use professional communication techniques. Mediators help parties understand one another in ways that they have been previously unable to because they are too emotionally and/or financially vested in the outcome in order to perceive the other party's respective needs.
Mediation can assist in faster resolutions that net more money by saving on traditional attorney's fees and the cost of litigation.
Mediation is usually faster than the litigated case because the parties don't have to follow the court's schedule to resolve things. They can also work together to share information about the case faster than required by law. When the cases are mediated, the parties end up agreeing most of the time.
The party who is going to be paid may have a better chance of collecting the money because the parties agree about the amount. The parties can come up with a payment plan if they want. The person being sued can bring up legal issues without having to file their own legal action. The paying party's credit record may be protected.
Although mediated agreements are not issued by a judge, they are still enforceable by law.
And mediation can resolve the dollar amounts, monthly payments, and allow for even more creative solutions, and that may help to preserve the relationship between the parties.
So when you consider mediation, you are on a path to engaging in effective communication facilitated by a professional who is interested in helping everyone achieve their goals.
Thank you for considering a better solution.